was a brand new Master Duel update on November 11th. And guys, today, let me tell you right now, you're gonna be unlocking the true power of the Tier 0. Without further ado, let's go Beyond. What's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here. Happy Monday. On Friday, there was a brand new Battle Trajectory boost pack that came out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. In this pack, we got new Scareclaws, we got new Pendulum monsters, but most importantly, we got the strongest Link monster of all time, Beyond the Pendulum. This card is absolutely broken, and in today's video, we're unlocking the true power of what a Tier 0 Pendulum deck is all about. Guys, before we begin this video, a quick announcement, guys. This Friday is the Hero Collection drop. We got new Holo Series playmats dropping this Friday, and also the brand new Hero Collection limited edition holographic Flame Wingman deck box. You guys already saw the sneak peek in the intro. Probably the sexiest looking thing ever. Guys, limited quantities on these deck boxes and also the Holo Series playmat. You guys already know, once they're gone forever. It's Friday, November 18th at 9 p.m. EST. During the Battles of Legends Crystal Revenge box break, be sure to save the date to get your hands on this sexy, delicious deck box. Yugi? It's the Pendulum Spirit calling me from Yugi. I can no longer be here, guys. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Let's go! Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, because I know I am. This is the best Monday ever. Beyond the Pendulum just got released. So now it's time to show you guys the power of pendulums. Let's go! And before we get this video, if you guys want to support the Pen God, I would very much appreciate so. There's a link down below of this new game I'm involved in, Alestrals. Check out the link below. It's awesome. And with that being said, it's time to go beyond the pendulum and beyond victory. Let's go. And this is a deck list. This whole deck is built around one card, Beyond the Pendulum. This card changes pendulums on Master Duel forever. You're gonna notice cards like Sky Strikers, Magician Souls, Spellbook, Magician of Prophecy. Guess what they are, baby? They are normal monsters, not pendulums. But if you read Beyond the Pendulum closely, Electromite says 2 pendulum monsters. Beyond the Pendulum says 1 pendulum monster and 1 any monster. This gives pendulums the ability to play amazing plus cards like Souls and Sky Strikers to get so much value off of spell counters with Servant and Abductor, while still making a boss monster Beyond the Pendulum. So for those who don't know what Beyond the Pendulum does, aside from destroy your opponent, if this card is Link Summon in the extra monster zone, you can pay 1200 life points, semicolon, destroy your opponent's will to ever play Master Duel. And that's the first effect. The second effect is add 1 pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Now, if you keep reading, it also has this downside where it says, but for the rest of this turn, you can't use monster effects until you pendulum summon. So you have to think in your mind, when you guys are playing with this card, okay, make sure it's the last thing you do before you pen summon. So you can't just, this is very important, pay close attention to this. So all my pendulum brothers and sisters out there, when you use Beyond the Pendulum, make sure in your mind, you're like, you know what? As soon as I activate Beyond the Pendulum, my next play is to pen summon. So if you want to do like 2 or 3 or 4 plays before you pen summon, don't do Beyond the Pendulum. Do your 2 or 3 or 4 plays. Let's say, for example, you want a special Curtain Raiser, you want to resolve Servant of Endymion, stuff like that. Do that stuff first. That's why Beyond the Pendulum is better in a deck like this than Pendulum Magicians, because Pendulum Magicians doesn't have many plays before the pen summon. Pendulum Magicians is kind of just like pen summon and then play afterwards. What this does is you summon like a lot of times before, because of Servant, Abductor, Curtain Raiser. With these cards, a lot of cards to search them and all the draw power in the deck, you're summoning like 5 times before you actually pen summon. So use that first. That's why Beyond the Pendulum in a deck like this is beyond busted. And then the last effect of Beyond the Pendulum, for those who don't know, this is what really blows this card out of the water. Ready for this? If 2 monsters with different levels are pendulum summoned to the zones it points to, and it's diagonal, destroy 2 cards in the field. Going first, Pendulum already puts up 10 negates. You guys are gonna see in a little bit, we're gonna have 2 duels. 1 duel going first. I don't even need to say what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen. And the second duel going second. You guys are gonna witness this card, what it says. You're gonna summon 2 times underneath it, and it pops 2 cards in the field. This, how could you lose going second? When you have a card like Beyond the Pendulum to pop 2 cards going second, you have a card like Muddy Master to pop like 4 cards going second, and you have a card like Axis Gold to pop a few more cards going second. How do you lose? Like, you actually, how do you lose? Like, if I tried to lose with this deck, I don't think I could do it. Hey, Sam. So yeah, I was just telling them, if I played with this deck, even if I tried, I can't lose. So we need a expert loser to play for me.
I can't. I'm not worthy.
You're not worthy. That's because he's the blue eyes goat. That's why. He's too good with those decks. He's like Yugi and Kaiba. Let's go straight in to the duels. Because what you guys are about to witness is going to change your view on pendulums forever. Let's go. It is time to show you guys the true power of Beyond the Pendulum. I'm extremely excited. Oh, my opponent has max. My opponent has max C. Yeah. Well, you're going to lose anyways, because if you decide to max C me, I don't care. I'm going to deck you out because I'm going to show you guys the power Beyond the Pendulum and Heavy Metal Foes Electromite together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It's absolutely over for him. So first things first, what we're going to do, we're not going to activate Magister. We're going to activate Upstart Goblin first. There's a reason why. Magister needs a little too much stuff to continue. So what we're going to do now, we have Curtain Raiser, so this does affect our play a little bit. So what we're going to do in this scenario, we do want to see what we're going to end up drawing, okay? So you do want to see what you're going to draw. So what we're going to activate Chicken Game first. You don't need to activate Magister. You might want to normal summon the Magister to make Electromite, because here's the idea behind Beyond the Pendulum. What you do with Beyond the Pendulum is you make Electromite first. And then once you make Electromite, you now, if you guys read Beyond the Pendulum, it does not say 2 Pendulum monsters as the requirement, similarly to how Electromite does. It says 1 Pendulum and 1 random monster. So we're going to capitalize on this big time. So our next play here, we're going to activate Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser, and then we're going to activate Curtain Raiser's effect to special summon. And then once Curtain Raiser hits the field, we now are able to normal summon our Magister. This is why I said keep it just in case. Don't really need to activate it right away. And then what we're going to do next is go into Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. And now we're going to have plenty of plays that we're going to have. Next, we're going to have those. We're going to send Electromite out there. And now we're going to use Electromite's effect. And Electromite's effect is going to send none other than Servant of Endymion. Just because in this scenario, we need a low scale. So let's just send out the low scale. Next, we're going to use Electromite's effect to pop the Mighty Master. And then this is going to be insane. Like, what do you guys see? This is going to blow your guys' mind. So we're going to pop the Mighty Master. We're going to search for Servant of Endymion. Now that we have Servant of Endymion, this will now be able to trigger our Electromite as well as trigger our Astrogaf. Now, what did I say earlier in this video? I said read Beyond the Pendulum, because Beyond the Pendulum and Electromite, they're the greatest combo in the history of mankind. They're like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. They're like peanut butter and jelly. They're like Triff and Sam, the greatest combos in the world. So here we're going to be able to go plus 5,000. And then it still gets better because we're not done yet. What card just got released in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's absolutely absurd? I don't know. Beyond the Pendulum. So now at this point, we have the capability to go Beyond the Pendulum if we wanted to. But guess what? We don't want to. Not yet. Not yet. Next, we're going to activate the effect of Servant of Endymion there. We're going to now activate Into the Void. This will allow us to draw a card and put a counter on Servant of Endymion. Because what Beyond the Pendulum says, it says the cards in your scales lose their counters, like they lose their effects. So we want to resolve our Servant beforehand, just in case. We still want to play around in Nibiru. So we're going to go into Spellbook of Secrets over here. This Spellbook of Secrets will allow us to search any of these. We're already normal summon, so we're just going to take Spellbook of Knowledge in this scenario. And now our Servant has 2 counters. So we're going to activate this Mighty Master, making it 3 counters. And we are going to use the effect of Servant of Endymion. The effect of the Servant of Endymion will now special summon any monster of our choice. I am going to roll with Jackal King. So now that we have a Jackal King on the field, we are protected from everything. We're going to put this Servant of Endymion specifically there in defense, specifically. And then we're going to activate the Servant of Endymion in the scale. Next, we now have the capability to go Beyond the Pendulum. You need to summon the Beyond the Pendulum in the extra monster zone. So we're going to take a card such as Servant that we don't really need in this scenario, and the Electromite, and this will allow us to search at the level 7. What we're missing at the moment is a level 7. So we're going to use Beyond the Pendulum here to search. We're able to use its effect, and it says that you're not able to use monster effects for the rest of this turn until you Pendulum summon. So we're going to take this beautiful, oh, what a beautiful reflection of Endymion. That's a very beautiful looking card. And then we're going to Pendulum summon. At this point, we're going to want to summon this and this. What this is going to be able to accomplish for us, we're going to put Mighty Master over there. There's going to be like 1,000 negates, by the way. We are going to put a Magister over there and a Reflection over here. Now, at this point, now that we have everything set up, we have a bunch of negates. We are able to pop 2 cards on the field if we want to. So if you're going second now, you can use Beyond the Pendulum effect to pop 2 cards. We don't need to do that because we're going first. Next, we're going to go into Absolute Dragon. Absolute Dragon with Astrograph and the Reflection. Very important you do it in this exact order. And then we're going to go into none other than the next best card in the game, Selene. So when you combine Beyond the Pendulum, Electromite, Beyond the Pendulum, Selene, you instantly have 3 extra like monsters that are absurdly powerful that just obliterates your opponent. Actually makes your opponent never want to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh ever again in their life. So it's a little rude because your opponent's going to be very sad. But guess what? The dog world, baby. They might be sad, but you'll be happy because you're going to destroy them. At this point, we're going to also activate the Defective Celine to get 1,000,000,000 counters. Look at this, boys. Look at this. So at this point, we're going to get a bunch of cards on the field. Yada, yada. Summon out a bunch of monsters. We're going to select monster to special summon. Yes, we want to summon out this Astrograph. We want to summon out a Vortex in the other zone. So big daddy Vortex coming out right here in defense over here. So it looks like we're almost done, but we actually have not even started, TBH. And then at this point, we're going to special summon these monsters into Masquerena. It looks like we're done, right? Still didn't even start yet. And then I think this is enough negates, right, boys? Not even close. And we're not going to activate the effect that's ending me in the Money Master, removing the counters from our lovely Celine. Looking very beautiful, by the way. Let's go, Celine. We're going to summon this, put this, and we're going to pop the chicken game. We're going to pop our chicken game to get some counters. Now we have extra counters in our field. That's all we need. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negates. The Masquerena will go into Apollosa with all of the negates. So it's kind of like 10. We enter into the void, so we want to set this card. And we are going to pass our turn, and we're going to send a prayer for our opponent because they're going to really need one. Now, the beauty of this is, yes, we had Electromite. Yes, we have Beyond the Pendulum. But there's going to be other hands where you do not have access to Electromite, where you have cards like Magician Souls. Well, when you're able to go special summon Magician Souls, or even normal summon Spellbook Magician Blue Boy, get into the void, and then resolve Beyond the Pendulum afterwards. Beyond the Pendulum offers something that this deck has never had. It allows your pendulums and non-pendulums to synergize together. Now, yes, was our hand insane? Yes. Is every single pendulum hand insane? Yes. So it doesn't really matter, but I mean, it's still good. We're gonna negate this here with Vortex. Get out of my face. Psy Reflector. You gotta come at us with a better deck. You're gonna need like every single good deck in Yu-Gi-Oh history to have a single chance to defeat us. But we both know that's never gonna happen because he's not playing no pendulums, and he needs to play pendulums to have a shot. We're going to put back our favorite Astrograph Sorcerer just because I feel like it. That's why. And now what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do, huh? Cry to your mama? You could do that. Still not gonna help you win the duel though. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Go cry home to mama. You're gonna need, you know what? Maybe go back, go call Team Sam X1. Go call Sam, ask him for advice. Maybe play a better deck like Blue Eyes. Can't play Psy Reflectors out here. Easy victory. Let's go. All right. One duel was not enough to showcase the power of Beyond the Pendulum. I won the dice roll. I made my opponent go first because when pendulums go first, you guys saw what just happened. That was 10 negates because the Masquerena was going to an Apollosa for 4. That was 10 negates. It's not fair. Do you like playing versus 10 negates? I don't like playing versus 10 negates. So we're going to do one more duel here where I'm going to showcase how good the deck is going second. Subterror. You guys know how many traps this deck puts up? This guy's going to look at this. Oh my God. Oh, traps. Oh, floodgates. I'm so scared. Yeah. Does it look like I'm scared? I have a beard. Does Subterror Guru have a beard? Yeah, an ugly one. Let's go. Spellbook Magician Blue Boy. Now you guys are going to witness the true power of Beyond the Pendulum. You guys are going to witness this. After this is done, I could actually hear my opponent. You guys hear that? You hear that? Wah, wah, wah. My mouth wasn't moving. It was the opponent's mouth because he's crying because he's knowing that I'm going to destroy his board. His board is going to be like, you know, when you wake up for breakfast and your mom makes you like cereal because you asked for cereal. Yeah, he's going to be my breakfast. And I'm going to eat cereal. Let's go. Curtain Raiser effect. I'm going to do a cool play here. We're going to chain my Hornet. That's right. I play Sky Circus in here. Why? You want to make this deck made for Beyond the Pendulum. So you want to play as many +1 extenders that are spell cards to value off Servant and Abductor and still make Beyond the Pendulum. Because what did I tell you guys earlier? Beyond the Pendulum says 1 pendulum, 1 monster. That's all it says. Effect monster. This is going to be a Kagari. But stuff like that is how you do this. So I'm going to trick him big time. I'm going to go into Kagari and he's going to think, oh my God, Kagari. Oh my God. He's going to want to negate this. But guess what? The second he negates this, I'm just going to go into Beyond the Pendulum literally right after. So it's an absolutely huge play for us. Dude, you want to negate it? You want to negate it? Are you scared, buddy? Solemn Judgment. Let's go. The plan worked. 1 card down. We just got rid of a Solemn Judgment, boys. Let's go. You see, that's what you do. Now, you think it's over? Oh, it's not even close to done for him. He's cooked. It's not done yet. Watch the next play now. Watch the next play. We can now use Abductor's effect. So we're going to use it now because it's going to bait out his other card. He has Fiendus. So Phoenix will stop Abductor. Okay, he lets it resolve. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. We're going to take Mighty Master. What a big boy. This guy eats his vitamins. What we're going to do next is summon this. Look at this synergy now. We're going to summon a Spellbook Magician Blue Boy, a Prophecy of Cool Dude, and we're going to search Spellbook of Secrets. Our next play now is going to catch our opponent off guard. He will never expect this play. Our next play, we're going to go into Beyond the Pendulum. That's right. We're not going to use secrets into knowledge and to get rid of our Blue Boy. We're going to use Beyond the Pendulum now. There's one pendulum and one thing. And guess what? Now he has to negate this. Because if he does it, he loses the duel automatically. What a beautiful... She is so beautiful. Beyond the Pendulum is I have a crush on Beyond the Pendulum. She is very beautiful. I'm going to use Beyond the Pendulum fact to add another monster. Are you scared? If they don't negate, he doesn't negate, this is over. The duel's over on the spot. Because Beyond the Pendulum, the fact could pop 2 cards in the field on my pen summon. So the moment that he lets us go, the duel is over. Imperm, you're so lucky. Imperm, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Beyond the Pendulum about to destroy you. Guess what? It just did. Because of Beyond the Pendulum, because of how we played this deck, we just got rid of Solemn Judgment and Imperm. And you think that's it? Do you guys think that's it? It hasn't even started yet. We have not even begun the destruction on our opponent. Next, we're gonna go Spellbook of Secrets. You remember that same Boo Boy that got secrets? Typically use knowledge on the Boo Boy. Now, guess what? What type is Beyond the Pendulum? We're too good. Let's go. Knowledge of Beyond the Pendulum. Let's go, baby. There's not enough, bro. Like, look at this. We have 6 cards, bro. Oh my God, this deck is the best deck in the universe. We have 6 cards, bro. Look at him. We didn't even pen summon yet. That's a Lure of Darkness again. Let's go get some more of these bad boys, baby. Let's go. This deck's insane. This deck cannot lose, bro. I love this deck. All right, next. So we could pen summon at any moment, but I want him to feel the pain. That's what I want him to do. We're gonna keep drawing, baby. We're gonna keep drawing. We're gonna keep drawing. We want to see as much of stuff we can get, and then eventually we're gonna pen summon. All right. We could pen summon soon. You know, if we just pen summon, we can kill him here. Let's do it. Pen summon. Abyss the Curtain Raiser, Mythical Beast Jackal King, and Mighty Master. Show yourselves, pen summon. We're gonna bring a Jackal, Curtain Raiser, and Mighty Master. Do you hear that? Wah, wah. He's crying. Don't cry, baby. Just get better at Yu-Gi-Oh. Next, we're gonna save this Mighty Master in the field at all times. At all times, because it's gonna negate whatever set he has. I'm expecting him to give up any moment. We got rid of 2 cards because of Beyond the Pendulum. That's the power of Beyond the Pendulum. Yeah, you put a 10 negates going first, but you already win going first. You want to make sure you're going second. You're always good. Bring out, boo, the twin of Beyond the Pendulum. They're bad. These two, oh my God, 10 out of 10s. Electromite is not going to bring out Astrograph, Sorcerer. That's going to take Astrograph from my extra deck and keep summoning. It's over for them. It's actually over. The duel's over. So at this point, we're going to go Magister's Effect. Magister Effect is special back to Jackal King that we just put back to the extra deck. This was not possible without Beyond the Pendulum. No, I don't want to negate my own card. Thanks, Master Duel. Thanks for the offer, but I'll pass. Next, why don't we use Electromite's Effect now, shall we? You hear that? Wah, wah. The opponent's still crying. Shut up, opponent. That's right. See you later. OTK. Enter battle phase. GG.